Hi, my name is Pira. I'm 23 years old. I'm a Libra, I'm a model, and I'm a photographer here in Atlanta. I was originally born and raised in New Jersey, but my family is from Thailand, and I've been here in Atlanta for 2 years now, and I really love it. What really connects me to Atlanta has been all of the people that I've met here are super genuine. It's really easy whenever I go out, if I see someone that I find interesting, it's super easy for me to go up to them and start a conversation and be received into that conversation really well. So I would say, yeah, the people here are super, super inviting, and just have really good energy. I've never really thought of myself as a photographer. I've always enjoyed taking pictures of people, and I've always been good at capturing people in their best moments and in their best light. But even now, I don't even know if I would consider myself like a true photographer. So as a kid, I had one of those digital cameras, and I had a really fun time just shooting random things like my family, and things like that. And then as I grew up, I guess I kind of grew out of it a little bit. But then once I got older, got an iPhone, started taking more pictures, I fell back in love with taking photos of people. So I started buying those disposable film cameras, which those are always super fun. I love the pictures that come out of those. But from shooting film, even though I think that film is super unique and you can get really beautiful shots on film, I don't have the patience to take film photos and wait for them to develop and come out. Instant gratification is not always a bad thing, which is why I like to shoot digital. I love being able to just pull my camera out in the moment that I need to, and I especially love being able to flip it around, show them, and see their reaction. I think that's the most satisfying part of it is the gratification that I get from seeing somebody that I've taken a picture of so in love with the way that they look. Photography to me is about creating connections with people. I think that there's a level of trust that goes into the photographer taking pictures of someone, especially say it's someone you don't know. I think there's a level of trust there, and I think that if that trust is there, it makes for a really beautiful moment and a really beautiful photo. And I think that that's something that comes through in my photos is just people are comfortable with me taking their picture and they trust me to capture them in a beautiful way. So I think that the connection and the trust is the most significant part of what photography has meant to me. I love taking photos of people, especially my friends or just anyone that I find interesting. If I'm out in public and I see a really cool outfit or somebody has really good makeup or anything that catches my attention, even if it's just their energy, I want to capture that moment and just admire it for later. So that's something that I think I really love as a photographer is capturing those moments and creating those connections with people and deepening my connections with my friends, especially when we're out and having a good time. I love to have something to remember it by. Photography for me has always just been something fun that I can do that I can connect with my friends on. Whereas I think with modeling, I definitely put a lot more of my soul into it. I have an eye for what will look good on camera. So it's really fun whenever I'm the model in a shoot to kind of work together with the photographer and figure out how we can get a really cool shot. Malware Cafe, New Year's Eve 2023 was my introduction into the queer kind of nightlife scene in Atlanta, and it just made me feel so at home and so safe. And I think that that's a common theme of all of the queer parties and spaces in Atlanta, like Susia Atlanta. I always have a great time. A relatively new one, Gimmick. I love the Gimmick girls. And I just think that what all of these parties have in common is the crowds of each of those parties are all different, but that the same sense of community is there, and the same feeling of love and just being accepted and being able to do what you want to do is always at those parties. I wouldn't say that there's a super deep message that people can take from my work, but I think that the purpose of my work is to appreciate the beauty in life, and not take things so seriously. I feel like a lot of people are too scared to be who they want to be, and I guess do the things they want to do or dress how they would like to dress. A lot of people are scared to step outside of their bubble that they feel safe in, even if something that they really want is outside of that bubble. And I think that seeing my work will allow them to feel inspired. All of the subjects that I shoot know exactly who they are. They show up in their own skin every single day, and they don't hide or tone down who they are as a person. And I think that my work and seeing those photos of people that are so sure of themselves will inspire some of the general public to not be so afraid to step out of their bubble. The most important values in the queer nightlife scene and community that I've learned through my friends and all of the leaders that kind of promote these parties and throw these events and create these spaces for us has been keeping the focus on community, making sure everyone is safe and everyone feels loved in the spaces that are created. The intentions and the purpose behind queer nightlife should always be focused on the community, celebrating people in our community, and creating a space where people feel safe enough to show up as they are, and how they want to, and just go out and have a good time.